Happy New Year! You made it to the new year with a new stimulus package, the Cash Act, about to implode on day one of the new year. Nancy has done it again. She wrote a bill that is categorically going to get destroyed because it gives a stimulus check to rich people. Yeah, the Cash Act is actually a cash cow for rich people. In fact, Nancy Pelosi will get a stimulus check under her own Cash Act. Yeah, so the $2,000 stimulus package doesn't look like it's going to go from A to B. But that is not necessarily bad news because a Cash Act 2021 is likely around the corner that will merge right into third stimulus check and third stimulus package. Meantime, millions of viewers are getting the $600 stimulus check today, which is on New Year's Day, which is a banking holiday. Everything is sort of unpredictable, sort of like my hair. But I'm so excited because viewers are getting the second stimulus check today. They're getting it tomorrow. They'll get it additionally on Monday. Meantime, on Tuesday, we'll find out. And next week, we'll find out the second stimulus packages when you're going to get that money. Big moolah. Move out of the way. There's a lot of money coming to you in the next few days on top of the $600 stimulus check. In this video, I go over it. This is Afternoons LALATE. Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and a good New Year's Day. How are you? Thank you for joining me on LALATE. Now, a 24-hour news channel going around the clock every day, 24/7, 1 a.m. to 1 a.m. Thank you for joining me on a big day with big updates about your second stimulus check and third stimulus check. What a day it is. If you've not subscribed, please subscribe. Programming 24/7, 80 million views in 8 months. What a run it has been, and we're far from over because Big Moolah is coming next week, and I don't want you to miss a video. I'm going taped and live throughout the day, so please subscribe. Also, like this video. In this video, I'm going to go over what moolah is coming to you next week. Big money on top of the $600 stimulus check. And what you need to do to be first in line because it's first come, first serve. Then I'll be turning back to Congress and going over what's happening with that $2,000 stimulus check battle. It's just sort of not going well. It's going to implode very quickly because rich checks for rich people is just not a good idea, is it, Bernie? Then I'll be cutting back and explaining to you what is coming in middle January as well. So much exciting, great news. I'm so excited for you. Thank you for joining me, and let's get to the breaking news. The breaking news is that people were shocked that on a banking holiday today, New Year's Day, they woke up and saw stimulus check of $600 approved in their account and was not even processing yesterday. So yeah, even banking regulations are starting to define logic today. As viewers are getting the $600 stimulus check from the second stimulus package in their bank account on a bank holiday today, they'll also get it tomorrow, which is not a bank holiday, and also on Monday. That's $600 for an individual, $1,200 for a married couple, $600 for children, no check for adult dependents, not taken out for child support, not taken out for debt collections, and not taken out for taxes. The people who would receive it by paper check will be getting it around Monday or Tuesday. Some may even see it as early as tomorrow. So congratulations as well. This is the second stimulus check, the $600, the one the president signed into law last Sunday. So meantime, what's going on with the $2,000 stimulus check? Is that going to happen? No. I'm reporting that Cash Act 2020, a bill written by Nancy Pelosi in the House, currently in the Senate, is going to die. It's not going to die procedurally for procedural reasons. It's going to die for substantive reasons because of a major new bipartisan report issued on December 30th, right before New Year's Eve, revealed that the bill was written incorrectly. It basically says that if you made over $300,000 2019, you're going to get a $9,000 stimulus check. How did this happen? It's Nancy Pelosi's writing skills. Yes. And so Bernie Sanders said that the stimulus check is only for middle income and low income family households, and that no one rich is getting a check. No, incorrect. Actually, households that made over $350,000 will get a $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 stimulus check. That includes Nancy Pelosi's household. So yes, Nancy Pelosi wrote the bill in a way in which she gets a stimulus check on her salary as a House member. Really quite surprising. Needless to say, the bill will die. It will never pass muster anywhere because no Republican nor Democrat is supporting a bill that gives a stimulus check to people who made over $250,000 last year. But that's not necessarily bad news. The great news is that everyone wants to give you $2,000. That is really great news. I can't even believe I'm reporting this because no less than a week ago, no one wanted to give you a stimulus check, let alone $2,000. So as we get ready for third stimulus check and third stimulus package, which is 2 videos after this, purple comes next, and then third stimulus is about 20 minutes thereafter. That's Biden's stimulus. Get ready for multiple stimulus checks, at least $2,000 each. Republicans and Democrats support a $2,000 stimulus check. So will there be a Cash Act 2021? There needs to be, because Cash Act 2020 is going to die. The House of Representatives is in recess, so they cannot fix the bill. They cannot rewrite it. That's the first thing. Second, the Senate is literally finishing up, and the new Congress is being sworn in on Sunday. So by all accounts, this bill will not go from point A to point B. But they could introduce a new Cash Act 2021 when the new House is sworn in on Sunday. After that, pass it in the House, takes 1 day, send it to the Senate, and get it done in 2-3 days. But by all accounts, they would want to have it signed quickly and done quickly. So all really good news. Now, the big moolah starts on Monday. What I want you to focus on is the other items of the second stimulus package. There is a lot of stuff in there that is all first come, first serve generally. And I want you to be ready to get this money because it's not available for everyone. It's limited funds. This was not a package entitled to carry people through this pandemic all the way to June. This is a short-term package. So the funds are first come, first serve. What I want to go over is certain groups of viewers, what you would qualify for, and then the programs. So you can sort of make a mental note. Again, what I want to start before going over the differences is saying, 1, these things are not yet opened. 2, these things will open on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week. And as soon as they open, I will tell you. So make a mental note saying, LALATE told me to go get this. I need to remember to watch him and know where it is. All right, the first thing that will open, first let me do with SSI, SSDI, railroad benefits, veterans, and Social Security recipients, unemployed people, people who are on benefits. What do you qualify for? You could qualify for free rent, free utilities, free internet, and free child care. Those things would likely come alive in the next 1 to 3 weeks. They would likely be in 3 different programs and 3 different applications. The rent will be in your city and county in the same way I do purple, which is the video right after this. Also the utilities, you will have to apply for it. The utility, the free internet will be set up by some commission. It may be the FCC that may do it. Again, you will have to apply for it. There is no application open yet. Remember, there's no application, no site. We don't even know where it is, but I want you to know how to get, I want you to be focused like a hawk and ready to pounce. Third is free childcare. We may have some guidance about that very quickly as to where that is. All right, then let me turn to my next set of viewers, people who are on unemployment benefits and people who maybe Uber, Lyft, Airbnb, and Schedule C type people. All right, for my unemployed people, your PUA and UI will switch from inactive to active or expired to active. Certain words like expired or inactive will get switched. The switching process from your state will depend state by state, and the time in which to switch is uncertain. Pennsylvania Pennsylvania really shocked viewers yesterday by saying, hey, you've been switched from inactive to active. So great job there. Congratulations. But other states are very, very slow. California is asking you to provide proof of identification before going to point B from point A. And so everything may be different. Once they do that, then your FPUC would land on top of whatever week you certify for benefits for UI and PUA. Next, my Uber and Lyft drivers, my Airbnb, my Schedule C people, what additionally should you be getting ready for? You may want to have a PPP. That's going to go live in a few days. You may, if you're in the inner city and you're in an inner city business, you can go get an EIDL grant. Also, there's a lot of other things out there. My farmers and ranchers, you're going to have an additional stimulus check that's going to go live next week as early as possible. That may be underwritten by SBA as an agricultural EIDL grant, but we really don't know where that application is just yet. The only thing that has actually gone live already as we sit here this morning is SNAP. S-N-A-P. This is food. This is food that you can get for free. If you're not on SNAP, please go apply. They're encouraging people to apply that have never considered SNAP. And the eligibility is very, very easy to do. You go to the Department of Agriculture's website, DOA, or call 211. But if you are on SNAP, you will already see the impact of the second stimulus right on your SNAP benefits. A 15% increase in SNAP has already posted as early as December 31st for viewers of this channel. But there's something else you may want to do on top of that. If you have a child that has been staying at home because his school or her school is closed, then that child qualifies on your SNAP benefits for something called Pandemic EBIT. Because the school is not feeding the child every day, you have to pay to feed the child. And as a result, SNAP wants to give you additional money. Pandemic EBIT is an additional $114 a month approximately for that child. So go contact SNAP and say, my child's at home. I want to get Pandemic EBIT on top of that. Very, very, very easy. A SNAP is just wonderful. It really, really is wonderful. People who are a family of 4 in Hawaii can get up to almost $1,400 a month in SNAP. And so there you are. You see all these things coming live and getting ready to go right away. You see how fast these things are happening and how quickly these things are happening. And what's important to understand is that $600 has landed in your bank account. It has created a sense of happiness, a sense of content, a sense of relief. But there's a lot more money coming very quickly. And I don't want you to get relaxed so that you say, I'll just get to that stuff when I have time. No, because the stuff will not be around indefinitely. Now, let me answer some questions that I get on a regular basis about the stimulus check. These situations are rare, but I do want to go over some of these situations that I'm hearing. First, I had new children. How do I tell them to get a stimulus check for that child? You can't just yet. I got divorced, and this and that. How do I tell IRS? You can't. I changed the bank account from electronic to a different electronic account. How do I update it? You cannot. They will attempt the old account, it will fail, and then they'll switch to paper. So ultimately, the big answer for a lot of these questions, almost 99% of the questions, is a no. IRS is not allowing you to update them about anything. And so if the situation is changed, the answer is generally no. Now, it will likely not be no indefinitely. They usually about 2 to 3 months later, they come back and say, okay, now if you did not get a first check, if you did not get the second stimulus check, you can now provide us information to fix that situation. If you are recently separated from your spouse and the spouse is keeping the stimulus check for both of you, that is an unfortunate circumstance. You can use the courts for that. But again, there's nothing you can do with IRS for that as well. So would this $2,000 stimulus check get to a vote in the next few days? Bernie Sanders is hoping to get it to a vote between now and Sunday. I just don't see it happening. There's a point at which Bernie Sanders is going to realize that he's supporting a bill that is flawed. That's the first problem. It's not good for Bernie Sanders to say the stimulus check under the Cash Act does not pay money to rich people when it does. Second, Josh Hawley, the other supporter of the second stimulus package that's a Republican, is really being slammed and lambasted by his own party for doing the strange antics next week that Mitch McConnell has called him out on, has asked him for clarity on what he's doing, and Josh Hawley refused to give any clarity or come to the phone. So Josh Hawley is not in a good position at all with the Republican leadership. Meantime, if the questions that I sometimes get is, can we fix Mitch's bill? No, because the House is closed. Remember, this Sunday, the new Congress is sworn in, and then next week we find out what happens in these two Georgia Senate races. There's a lot of twists and turns, and I did not expect, no less than 3 days ago, when the Cash Act was introduced on a Tuesday, that I would be reporting how bad the bill is by the end of the week. But now the issue is not so much, is it procedurally called for a vote? Is it not called for a vote? How does it get to a vote? The point is that the bill is absolutely a horrible bill. And so at this point, I don't see this bill ever getting passed the way it is. It's time for Cash Act 2021, or give it, revised Cash Act 2021. And there you go. Coming up after this video is Purple. I come back and go over state rent and utility stimulus. I want you to get it. It's so important because financially, your weeks of UI and PUA will be delayed next year, this month. Your first week of UI this month and your first week of PUA this month and the second week will likely get delayed. And because of the delay of your unemployment benefits landing in your bank account, you may be under a financial strain. I don't want that financial strain to occur. I want you to get state free rent and free utilities. So tune into Purple right after this video. And then I'm back with third stimulus check and third stimulus package to go over Biden's stimulus. This is the big stimulus. It's just a few weeks away. I mean, it's less than 19 days away now. So you see how quickly things are happening around the clock. And after that, I'm back live with Being a Mitch. As always, go to the front channel, subscribe. Also like this video. Stay informed, stay smiling, and stay in LA for more.